own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, and all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Wentz. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They do go for it. It's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On first down, they run with Howard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Second and 5 now. Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, 53 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
I know the special teams coach will not permit himself a smile here, but inside, he's glowing. This is what he practices for. This is what he schemes. This is what he watches tape to put himself and his team in a position to score points. An absolute dream return.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Josh Jacobs, 36 yards, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he knocks it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. That's caught by Jackson. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson, 5 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now on 2nd and 13. Carr. And he'll find Moreau here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A Raider 1st down, 17 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A pickup of and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Let's go!
10 more yards. And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Carr gives to Richard. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. 2nd quarter from Oakland. And the homestanding Raiders with the football here as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Sunday, down. 280.
It's going to be a long day.
93. 93.
Hey, Alpha. Check.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he's broken off some big-time runs here in this first half.
Yeah, and let's just face it. When you go into a game, you think you get the plays that are going to work, but when you actually get out there...
And he's in! Touchdown, Raiders! Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And with that incompletion, let's do something different. I'm going to go through a few teams that are on losing streaks, and you tell me if there's reason for concern there. Let's start with the Cowboys.
Definitely reason for concern. Not as dominant on defense as they should be. And offensive line injuries.
3 straight losses. They're 3-3. How about the Chiefs? 2 straight home losses.
Yeah, they just can't stop anyone running the football.
Okay, and then the Rams, 3 straight losses for them.
Yeah, definite reason for concern because they cannot get the running game figured out. Todd Gurley not touching it enough, but Kenny.
And then the Browns. Everyone was so high on them before the season started. What about now?
So many expectations. That's part of the problem they have right now, but they still would be contenders in their division.
Quickly back to the Chiefs, though. Are you concerned about them? They're still a real contender here, aren't they?
Still a contender, but I'm concerned as heck on defense for anyone who wants to be committed to running the football.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Carr now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. On the ground, Richard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
Okay, how about the Chargers?
Pretender.
AFC North, the Steelers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today is track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And Elliott puts this one through. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Space to maneuver at the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Past the 20, and they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 33 and a first. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
This will be a 2-yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the Eagles' 11-yard line.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Richard trying the right side. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are able to regain the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Kill.
Hey, empty.
They'll go again with Sanders. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On third down, they turn to Sanders.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. On first down, Howard. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Howard. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Go.
Watch the twist. Rush in. Out.
Ram.
They'll try to run forward with Howard. And Howard stopped short. He didn't get there. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Wentz going to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing is Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Give the tackle that time to Rodney McLeod. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Oh, look at this play call. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They find some open field here. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go with Jacobs again. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you get...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want. Just wanna be her from your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthused on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set. 19. I'm coming. First thing.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Second and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, 57 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. On second down, it's Jacobs. And all this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stopped him behind the line for the second straight play. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On the return, Carter. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And an alley to run. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, 53 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and 14-0.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Carr. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
50 set. 19. Alert.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
A first down carry here for Johnson. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I got you. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
19.
Check 55. Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Kill.
55.
Watson now going to run the option right. He can run for it, and he will. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Texans push further out in front. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past him.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get him down well. Short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation to kick it away. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Hey, pick your game up. Double time.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Hey, 734. Hey, I 7. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike.
On 3rd down, Carr. He'll swing this one out to Richard. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This is Richard. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They go with Jacobs. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Raiders try it on fourth down, but to no avail. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson on first down. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. To throw is Watson. Got an open man, it's QT. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, open man is QT, complete.